You're watching Activist TV.
Hello and welcome to this Activist TV spot. I'm Tony Hamon, and yesterday Jayne Linney and I attended the hashtag Trash the Tories demo outside Parliament. Here is a snippet of an interview that we did with some photos. The full interview will be available on the Activist Radio website at www.activistradio.uk. Hope you enjoy.
It's fantastic. I mean, why do you think it's so important to be here today? I mean, we've got the hashtag Not the Fucking Tories, but it's organised by DPAC. Why do you think it's so important for people to be here today?
I think it's about time that the rhetoric and hatred that's been going on for the past 7 years, we've got to start making sure that the broader the populace hears what's been happening and starts to recognise that, okay, it might have affected us initially, but now it's actually going out there to those that are in that awful jam just about managing group. It's everybody, and with the benefit cap now rolling out into the home counties and stuff, the more we can get people to realise that the Tories actually aren't on their side and the only people they're interested in are themselves, then the better. And that's why I think it's important here today.
I mean, you mentioned the benefit cut, but disabled people have been hit the hardest.
I've been paying my bedroom tax out of my PIP.
Really?
If I didn't get PIP, my whole PIP goes on my rent, the extra part of the rent and the bedroom tax.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, there's been a long assault as well. It's important for people to realise it's not just the recent changes, it is 7 years.
Even when they changed from DLA to PIP, the difference in how you can get less points on PIP than you had beforehand and lose £140 a month, which is your rent.
That's what we did, wasn't it? Was that what happened to us?
Yeah.
Didn't you go to tribunal? And because depending on the type of disability that you have this doctor on the panel, and the last time I was there, I was actually having a surgeon, and he fixated on one element. I've got multiple hidden disabilities, and he fixated on one element, which was my neck. And because on my MRI scan, my neck hadn't shown any deterioration from the last one, they actually said that they weren't. What was it? I got a warning, didn't I, to say that they may actually take my points off me because of that one thing. So I said,
which is something that had happened after the form had been filled in.
They
and
don't
it was only said because the
No.
consultant couldn't get it up on the screen, could he? And he said, "Oh, I'll put a little note on the bottom of the report
they
when I send
don't
it
follow
to you."
their own rules. They do what they like. I mean, I know that the latest things we're seeing that tribunals are actually winning more, which is fantastic. But I think it depends on the type of disability that people have. There's still a massive ignorance amongst the people as to what disabilities are. You know, if you're not paraplegic or visually impaired, then you don't exist. And as for the mental health element, that's an absolute disgrace. I waited 2 years to get into therapy without them cutting it again.
Well, what you mentioned is just massive ignorance about what disability is.
Absolutely.
They've been playing on that, no doubt about it. They have people who aren't medically trained assessing people. And from talking to a lot of people are scared.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had a paramedic at my PIP assessment, and it was a reassessment because my condition had worsened, and because I was at the point I was suicidal, and because it was reported to my GP, because I have to report it, GP then it went up to the DWP. I had to completely start a new claim, which, well, they say it's a reassessment, but it's actually a new claim.
From start to finish.
I was assessed by a paramedic who thought it would be a really good idea to compare what it was like to find bodies. He was giving me his examples of finding people who had died and saying, is that what you want to happen? Do you want children to come along the riverbank and find you dead? Is that what you want to... And it was quite graphic. And in the end, I had to say to him, I actually found one of my young people dead when I was a youth worker, so, you know, then that, she told herself. So, I mean, I've been there, done that, but I have a plan. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
But that's all he got to say to me, not, why do you feel this way, how's it got there, what are you going to, you know, what support is there? It was literally, let's see if we can scare her and see how bad she's going to. If you're intelligent and articulate, you're dismissed.
Yeah.
Well, they do, don't they?
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
Yeah, they are. All of the assessments, they are not geared up to actually facilitate. I mean, I've talked to people who have decided that they know the decision's wrong, but they can't face the stress of the tribunal because they're ill. And while it is very good that actually so many are overturned, it shows
Well,
the system is
Absolutely. I know a lot of people like that as well.
I mean, our company, we do PIP and ESA, and the amount of
We do
we
peer
take them all the way to the tribunal. You say, right? I always say, it's up to you now. I'm not going to force you to go for tribunal. It's up to you. You can decide. If you go, it's going to be shit. Quite basically, you're going to feel shit. And if you don't, you just keep what you've got. And the amount of them that say, I'll just keep what I've got. Because they're that scared of going to tribunal and losing everything.
Even though they know that they
stand a
deserve more.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And MPs are, it's quite funny because they say to you, talk to your MP. So you speak to your MP and your MP, at least with I've found with the MP getting involved, the DWP do respond to you, which is unusual, they don't normally. But all you get is this stupid, it's a bit like Theresa May's, everything stable and sound, you know. It's like
Strong and stable, strong and stable.
that's it.
Yeah.
There's a parroting.
I see she had it wrote on her hand the other day. Somebody wrote it on her hand.
In case you forgot.
Right, yeah.
But there is a parroting, isn't there? This whole ideology that, oh well, we've spent more on this. Have you?
Yeah, they haven't actually. And you see it actually with people being in destitute condition, having the argue spending more when people are worse off.
I mean, to that much out to give to their mates. And I always call them the mates because that's what they are. They're big, their buddies in business and bank. You can't argue that they don't do it because they admit it. That's the worst thing, they admit that they do it as well. So
Yes, I mean that's it, isn't it? I think there's so many true fact type articles out at the moment. I love the one yesterday showing 31 reasons why not to vote Tory, and they were all
I had a list
reasons.
longer than that.
I'm sure you
I think
did.
loads of
I'm
people
sure you
could-
did. But
loads more.
I think this was something that somebody put together from Theresa May since like the last. God, it was very very short time. These were all very, very new.
Basically like since Theresa May.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, this was not going back to Cameron, this was just for May. And it was 31 reasons. Yeah, you've got a system that's screwed, and it's completely being screwed over by immoral people. I mean, what really frightens me is the people that are medically trained, that are then going to work or selling their soul for Atos or Capita or Maximus to go and assess people and make them as ill as they make them. It's what happened to their Hippocratic oath? You know, those are the people who should never have been medically trained in the first place.
I mean, they're the ones who are on your tribunal panel. Who
Yes.
sit
Oh,
there
was the
and abuse
Oh yeah, the expert.
and abuse you because
I'd love to know who these disabled experts were. Did you never see the job description for them? And I mean, I think
It's
that's
just
it.
they get that title and you can't even ask any questions about them because they're experts.
Yeah, but who are they? Where do they come from? What's their background? What makes them an expert? You know, you're not an expert. I'm an expert. I live with this.
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
But they would never ask
I've only
that.
lived with it for 26 years. Some people are born with it. You know, mine was a car crash.
I mean, I think the thing
Would
with
do you mind if I get a photo of you actually
No,
on my phone?
no,
I think the thing with the MPs that gets me is the fact that how many Tories have you got who are disabled
Two.
who vote against the disabled?
Well, there's only two.
Which
that we
gets me,
know.
I mean, and David Cameron, the hell did he take that on?
When he lost
after
his
about
son.
his son. I mean, that's the bit. That's the main one I can't get about. How can you do this to disabled people when your son was disabled and died?
Yeah.
And you're on benefits. You got top benefits.
Yes, he got DLA
Well, I
for,
think the
for his
difference is that
baby.
they're filing to court and
But his son died and then he attacks the disabled, and it allows the others to attack the
Let Emily
disabled
get a
without any
photo of us
problem.
then.
So that's it.
So, after we were at Parliament yesterday, we all moved on to the big house, the unknown place, the Conservative Campaign HQ. And they're all ignorant bastards in there. And the police just wouldn't let us in. Watch on.
Way.
Conservatism. This is corrupt. This has to end. And end it will. We demand that our rights be upheld. We are not customers. We are not clients. We are not service users. We are people.
And that shows how many police are here to stop us, disabled people, attacking Tory HQ.
Who have died for their greed.
Activist TV.